Hi guys, so I don't know if I'm early or late, but we're going to jump right into our Christmas special here on Creative Talks, and we're going to start off with some centerpieces for our tables. So for our first craft, we're going to be using a glass vase from the Dollar Tree. This was $5, guys, and it's pretty wide. Then we're going to go in with a duster here. I cut the duster in half. That way it'll make it easier for me to get to the battery pack for my string lights that I put in there. So I found this lovely Christmas tree in a Dollar Tree, you guys. This tree was on the shelf and it is sold individually. It did not come in a pack because you can see that it's kind of big. I would have got a smaller one, but this one works, guys. And also, you might want to glue this down to the glass bottom. That way it'll be more steady because you can see it kind of rock back and forth. But hey, it worked. Now, over where the Christmas ornaments are, I found this cute little sled. I took the string out so it don't look like a Christmas ornament. Also, I found Jolly Old Saint Nick, and I put him inside of his sled. So you're going to take this string light and wrap it around the tree, you guys. This way your tree will light up as if it was a real Christmas tree. Also, I found these pack of Christmas presents. I was so excited about this. So I decided to add these Christmas presents inside the sled. You can use the E600 glue if you want to, but it's not necessary because these presents are very light, so the hot glue worked just fine. What you want to do is go ahead and grab you some of that styrofoam out of there. I'm going to be using the styrofoam so I can add something to the top of my vase. So you just want to go in with some hot glue and glue it down. It does stick very well, you guys. Again, you could use the other glue if you want it to be more stable, but the hot glue worked fine. So you want to put this on both sides of your vase. So for the top, you're going to need you some piping string, and you're also going to need you a golden ring. This golden ring came in a 3-pack. Anywho, you want to weave this around. It doesn't have to be too close, but close enough that when you add your items on the top, they will be close together. So I'm going to go in with some hot glue on the top. This will give my ring a better hold. Before, I was just sticking it down in the styrofoam. I want to tell you guys, because of the weight, I guess it did not stick very well. Ensure that your piping string is very thick on the ends that's going to connect with the styrofoam, guys. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my hot glue again, and I'm going to kind of tilt these presents back onto the ring, you guys. So you can see it's kind of not curving that good because I was going to just let my presents float out, but then I got the bright idea to just go on around in a circle, guys. So I'm just going to be randomly adding them. Well, I kind of did try to do a pattern, but I don't know if I messed up. But anyways, just look at how cool it's looking, because Santa Claus does have a lot of packages. So I thought this was a great idea, y'all. What do y'all think about it? Y'all comment below, was the ring necessary? Anywho, in all my extraness, I'm going to go in with a vase or a bowl, whatever it is, and I'm going to just drop some Christmas ornaments in there. And I'm going to use this piece that I made in the center. I added some floral flowers in there, and the gold was popping. I love the pine cones. And this just bring it all together for me. This can stand alone on your table. What do you think? So we're going to jump right into our next project. I'm going to be using a wooden piece for the base. I'm going to be using some styrofoam again. I'm going to glue this down to the wood, press down, or, let it dry a little bit, you guys. Again, we're using a golden ring, and I try to, submerge it halfway down so it can hold. And I try to use glue to fill in the gap so it can hold again, guys. And I decided to put a top piece of styrofoam on there to add a little weight to it. So I decided to add a bigger board on the bottom of this board, and this will give it volume. It also will give me a little bit more base to work with. So you want to go in with some hot glue and just kind of spread it on the board. This is so I can add my fake snow, and you want to roll it out. Don't pull it apart at first because it didn't look right when I did it. So make sure you roll it out and then pull it apart, you guys. And this, what I'm using for the fake snow is, yes, your cotton balls. So you probably got some in the house somewhere. And it looked better once I laid it out on there, because at first it was looking kind of crazy to me, y'all. And what I'm doing now, I am wrapping the piping string around my ring, you guys. This time I want to make sure that it's very close. I don't want any spaces, because the object that I'm going to be adding to the top is a little heavy. So I'm going to go in with that E600 glue again, because it has a better hold than hot glue. You still want to use your hot glue because it allows stuff to stick much quicker than the E600. So I did add a couple to the top to give it kind of a volume, to make it look like it's really floating. Then I went in with some presents, and I'm going to be honest, I had to add these presents because my ring wasn't steady. So I'm going to give you a little tip. Add that piping string to the bottom before you glue that ring down to that styrofoam. Right now, I'm going to be adding the characters to my board, and I'm right now working with a deer. So I'm going to be using styrofoam to make it more steady. So what I did was I stuck the deer foot in a piece of styrofoam and let it make a little indent. Then I went in with the hot glue and put the deer foot back on. This gave it a much better hold. As you can see, my deer can stand on his own now. So I did this for the 3 foot that's going to be touching the board. Add some hot glue to the bottom and stick it right on there and there. It look good, don't it? Now we're going to add our main character. Oh, Christmas tree. But I love this Christmas tree. It was already decorated. The little balls was cute. FYI, glue this board directly down to the styrofoam. Y'all see what's going on with my tree. It's kind of wobbling and wiggling. So then add the fake snow on top. Moving right along, we have our friendly snowman. And once again, move that little fake snow over, or he will start leaning to the side. With my little Christmas ornament balloon, I wanted to make it look like the snowman was holding them. So I want to let y'all know, hot glue these screens to his hand, because he may get tired and let go of the screens. You never know. Also, you want to go in with a little fake snow and cover up the deer feet. You don't want to leave that styrofoam exposed. The back of the tree, I went in and add some of these Christmas presents, because again, this is a centerpiece, meaning that people will see the back side. You want to use some more ornaments and cover up this piping string on the back side, you guys. And you can see that my snowman is still kind of leaning, and he did let go of those screens. So that's why I gave y'all those tips along the way. So to bring this all together, I decided to go in with some floral flowers on the sides. And then I added some candle holders into the background. I had these large pillar candles that I just had sitting around. I decided to add them. And what do you guys think? I think it made a major difference. So for our last project, we're going to be using a large clear Christmas ornament that I got from the Dollar Tree. You're going to want to cut off the end that you would usually attach to the tree. Make sure that you cut wide enough that you can fit stuff inside of the Christmas ornament. So for the base, we're going to be using another wooden piece. And what I'm doing right now, I am marking exactly where the Christmas ornament meets the wood. And this is so I don't forget where to place this back on. Grab you a pack of these cute little Christmas trees. I love the color. You want to add you some hot glue and glue it down to the wood base. You can use the E600 glue if you want a better stick, you guys. So if you see these little black dots on my board, that is because I went in and set this up before I glued it down. And I used these black dots so I won't forget my placements. Y'all, if y'all want to use these little characters, go fast, because I think stuff like this sells out very fast because people are making all these little festive things. Be sure to not go outside of those black dots that you created when you had the Christmas ornament on there. That's why that is very important, y'all. So I'm going to go in with my hot glue, and now I'm going to put down my cotton balls. And you see that I learned to glue my characters and whatever I'm using down to the board first, because it makes it so much easier. And then you want to add the cotton to the top. Another tip, an easier way would be to add the confetti inside of your Christmas ornament instead of dropping it on top of the wood and wasting half of it like I did. Another thing is make sure that your cotton ball is completely inside of those little dots. This will allow that Christmas ornament to stick to your wood better, guys. What do y'all think about this? I was thinking about adding some water. If you do, use E600 glue and allow it to dry maybe a day or two. Oh, so I set this on top of a candle holder. Had those pillow candles on the side. Again, I added some floral. Yes, I love this, y'all. Now look at the whole table. I will go out and get a tablecloth, and I am going to put a different color in the middle. But look at my table. It's so festive. What do y'all think? Please comment below. Like, subscribe, share, you guys. And again, this is part 1. So be out on the lookout for part 2 of Christmas Centerpieces. Thanks for your time.